Facts First presents Foods You've Been Eating Wrong. Number 1. A hard taco. If you've ever eaten a hard-shelled taco, you know that as soon as you bite into it, the fillings start falling out. This is because the shell cracks and everything starts to fall apart. To keep that from happening, you don't want to shred your lettuce. There are 2 ways that you can do this. First, you can wrap your taco in the lettuce and it'll keep everything from falling apart. If you don't like that idea, you can line the inside of your taco with the lettuce and then add the filling into that. Even if the shell cracks, the lettuce will hold the fillings inside the taco. Number 2. Eat your burger upside down. A burger can be messy, and it can lose its integrity when you bite into it. This is because the top bun is thicker than the bottom. When you eat a burger the regular way, the juices will be absorbed by the bottom bun. It won't be long before the bun can't hold any more juice. If you eat your burger upside down, though, with the bottom bun on the top of the bun will be the one that absorbs all the juice. It'll give it more structure and it'll hold together better. Number 3. Eat your toast topping side down. Most people will put their butter, peanut butter, or jelly on a piece of toast and eat it with the topping side up. That's a mistake. The best part of a piece of toast is the topping. Therefore, you want that to touch your taste buds before the bread. Eating the toast topping side down will achieve that goal. It'll make your toast more flavorful. Number 4. Chinese takeout. For decades, people have been bringing home their Chinese takeout, getting a plate, and pouring their food from the container. This is wrong. If you unfold your takeout box, you can turn that into the plate. It'll keep you from needing to dirty up a dish. Keep in mind, though, that if you can't finish all your food, you will not be able to fold the plate back up into a container. Number 5. Store your cookies with a piece of bread. As soon as you open a package of cookies, they are at risk of getting hard and becoming stale. You can put your cookies in a freezer bag, but still they can start to harden. To keep that from happening, put a piece of bread in the bag with your cookies. Each time you reach into the bag to grab a few cookies, they'll still be soft. Number 6. Reheating leftover pizza. Leftover pizza can be just as delicious as it was when you first ordered it, as long as you know how to reheat it. Many people will put their leftover pizza in a microwave. That's a mistake. The microwave will make the crust either soggy or chewy and hard, and it won't taste good. The best way to reheat pizza is in a skillet on top of the stove. It'll heat up the pizza and it'll add a nice crispness to the crust. Number 7. Reheating rice. Heating up leftover rice in the microwave can dry it out. Even if you add butter, it can still be too dry. The best way to reheat rice is to put it in a bowl and then cover it with a paper towel. The paper towel will trap the moisture inside, keeping the rice moist. Number 8. Check if your avocado is ripe before you buy it. You cannot pick up an avocado in the store and check if it's ripe by squeezing it. If you want to check the ripeness before you buy it, all you need to do is pull out the stem. If it looks brown under the stem, it is too ripe. You don't want to buy it. If it's green under the stem, it's just right, and you can eat it right when you get home. Number 9. Make use of your empty sriracha bottle. When your sriracha bottle is empty, you can repurpose the bottle. If you pour your oil into the bottle, it'll add more flavor to everything that you're cooking. Also, the sriracha bottle is squeezable and it has a cover. That makes it easier to control how much oil you're pouring. It offers more portion control than most oil bottles do. Number 10. Store your ice cream in a freezer bag. It is so annoying when you try to scoop your ice cream out of the carton and it's too hard to scoop. Well, to keep that from happening, put your ice cream carton in a freezer bag. It'll keep it from getting too frozen that you can't scoop it. Number 11. Cut your mushrooms quicker and easier. If you hate the hassle of cutting up mushrooms, you can do it faster and easier if you have an egg slicer. All you need to do is push the mushroom down into the egg slicer and it'll quickly slice it apart. This can help you make your salad in half the time. Number 12. Store your natural peanut butter the right way. Natural peanut butter is loaded with natural peanut oil. If you store it right side up, the oil will sink to the bottom of the jar, drying out the peanut butter. If you store it upside down, though, the oil will stay at the top, so you'll have a perfect peanut butter sandwich every time. Number 13. Drinking a can of soda. If you want to use a straw to drink your soda, the carbonation can push the straw up and out of the can. To keep that from happening, all you need to do is turn the tab of the can around. There's a hole in the tab, and your straw should fit right into that perfectly. Also, it'll hold your straw in the can. Number 14. Pouring a glass bottle of Heinz ketchup. If you're having trouble getting the ketchup out of your glass Heinz bottle, banging on the bottom is a waste of time. It won't work. Instead, tap on the number 57 that is etched into the side of that glass bottle. That is the sweet spot that'll make the ketchup come out faster and easier. Number 15. Use a pistachio shell to open a tough one. It's not uncommon to come across a pistachio shell that is especially difficult to open. Rather than throwing the pistachio away or getting up to get something to open it with, try using one of the discarded shells. Simply squeeze that shell into the pistachio and pull. This little trick will work every time. Number 16. Tear your bologna in half to make a sandwich. The problem with bologna is that it is round and the bread is square. Well, that means that you'll get bites of your sandwich that contain no meat. To keep that from happening, take 2 pieces of bologna and cut them in half. This will allow you to cover every area of the bread with meat, ensuring a bite of bologna every time. Number 17. Keep your coffee hot longer. If you're planning to sit down with a good book and have a cup of coffee, you want your coffee to stay hot for as long as possible. To do this, fill up your mug with boiling water. Let the water sit for a minute and then dump it out and fill your cup with coffee. If your cup is already hot, your coffee will stay hot longer. Number 18. The easiest way to peel an orange. Oranges are all different. Some oranges are very easy to peel, others can be a bit more difficult. If you want to be sure that your orange is easy to peel every time, put it in the freezer for 15 minutes before you eat it. It'll allow you to quickly and easily peel the orange, even if it's one of those stubborn ones. Number 19. Get the eggshells out of the bowl easily. If you accidentally get eggshells in your eggs, you don't need to put your fingers in the eggs and try to chase around that shell. How annoying is that? Use a large piece of eggshell to fish out those smaller pieces. It makes it much easier, and it's more sanitary. Number 20. Peeling a banana. If you struggle when it comes to peeling bananas, it's because you're doing it the wrong way. Literally, the best way to peel a banana is from the bottom. Simply pinch the bottom of the banana and start peeling. You won't even need to worry about bending the stem on top the right way. Number 21. Grilling fish. Most people grill fish by putting the fish right down on the grill. That's a mistake. If you want your fish to come out perfect every time, grill it on a bed of lemon slices. Not only will the lemons keep your fish from sticking to the grill, it'll cook the flavor right into the fish. Number 22. Cutting a watermelon. For decades, people have been cutting their watermelons into triangles. While you can eat your watermelon that way, it's not the best way to do it. If you cut your watermelons into long slices rather than triangles, you can eat the watermelon easier without getting it all over your face. Number 23. Squeezing the juice from a lemon or lime. It can be difficult to squeeze the juice from a lemon or a lime by hand. It's especially true if it's a really firm piece of fruit. The best way to get the most juice out is with a pair of tongs. Push the lemon up into the middle of the tongs and then squeeze the ends together. That should get all the juice out in no time. Number 24. Eating an ice cream cone. Of all the foods you've been eating wrong, this is probably the tastiest one. Eating an ice cream cone can be a hassle if you don't make your cone the right way. First, to keep the melted ice cream from dripping out the bottom, put a malted milk ball in the bottom of the cone to stop up that hole. Next, make sure that you get a bite of ice cream each time. Drop a half scoop inside of the cone. Finally, then put your ice cream on top. Makes for a tastier, less messy cone. Number 25. pre-slice your apples. If you want to pre-slice your apple to eat later, you have to worry about it going brown. There is a way that you can pre-slice your apple and it'll still be fresh when you're ready to eat it. All you need to do is put the apple back together after slicing it. Use a rubber band to hold the apple together. Subscribe for more.